I was in Washington with Christine. The church has a temple there on the Beltway, and at Christmas time they they have jillions of lights on trees there. So I got invited to come down for the ceremony where they were going to turn these on. And that night we just stayed near the Reagan Airport. And about 2 in the morning, I just had this awful pain in my lower back. I just couldn't. So I tried all kinds of different positions, and nothing seemed to help. And so about 3 in the morning, I went down, and there was a 7-Eleven down the street.
Yeah.
So I went down and got a bunch of ibuprofen and took a bunch of those, thinking that, it was something in my muscles were tight. That didn't work, and then I thought, when I was a high school senior, at high school, it was my senior year, I had an infection in my kidneys. And I thought, gosh, this thing's exactly like that fellow. And so we came up on the first plane, and I went immediately to a Minute Clinic, thinking that, geez, I'll just give you a little bit of blood and you'll have the test there to determine whether in my urine, it was urine that you check.
Yeah.
To see if there's bacteria in it. And it turns out in Massachusetts, Minute Clinics can't run that kind of test. So we had to go to Mass General Hospital, or to Mount Auburn Hospital, the same place where they took care of my heart attack.
Yeah.
And so they did the analysis, and there was nothing wrong in my urine that suggested infection.
Yeah.
So they sent me to the emergency, and they were very kindly brought me right in. The head of the emergencies, the same guy that orchestrated the care of my heart attack.
Yeah.
And he just started to punch in my side, and basically, without telling me, he said, "There's something big inside there." And initially, he thought that maybe my aorta had blown up.
Like an aneurysm.
Yeah. So they very quickly did a ultrasound. And
were they going to cut you open and fix the aneurysm? Or?
Yeah, so all ready to do that.
Yeah.
But then because that's, I guess, what it felt like. But then when you could see it, it wasn't that at all. And he then looked around and he said, "Well, I have good news and bad news. And the good news is you don't have an aneurysm. But,
yeah.
But you've got some really big masses in there that feel forever like tumors."
Yeah.
And so he said, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
They're very kind.